Hey you guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a Q&A video and some about me questions. I asked in a couple of videos before this if you guys could leave me any questions, anything that you guys would like to know. I'm decided to sort of pair this up with like an about me tag. So I'm going to be looking at an about me tag questions list, and then I'm going to pick out a few questions that I think So I'm looking at the questions, and I work with this girl. She's freaking hilarious. There's two of them, and we're like obsessed with SpongeBob. So like we'll be working and there's just always a time to reference SpongeBob SquarePants quotes. So she just commented on that video where I asked about the questions. She goes, just wanted to ask if you finished those errands. I don't know if you guys remember that episode, but like SpongeBob keeps asking Squidward like, have you finished those errands? So I got one from a subscriber, and it just says, I wanted to know what your goals are in life career-wise. I am a very goal-oriented person. I don't like to settle for just one thing, and I actually have my certification, so I can do dental assisting. I took a program and I finished it. I passed my x-ray certification test, so I am x-ray certified. I can work as a dental assistant. It's just not something that I wanted to do like as a career, you know, like dental hygiene or anything like that. It was just something that I wanted to have as a backup. Why not have many things to fall back on? And then I do work at a restaurant right now. I do make pretty decent money, enough money to live on my own, or with David, and you know, like we can live comfortably together. I am in school for human services. I want to take up a career in behavior analysis. So basically figuring out what is wrong with somebody, like for example, if they hit themselves, because everything happens for a reason, it's being reinforced. So anything like that, you know, people with disabilities, figuring out why they do these things to themselves. So that's as far as social working goes. I mean, human services is a very broad field. You can do many things in it, many different levels of things, but I'm looking into something with behavior analysis. Yeah, those are pretty much my career goals. Definitely to get my degree, and to be quite honest, if I don't have kids, my main goal is to go straight through. I want to have a doctorate degree. I just don't think that there's any limit. I want to have all this background information and do all these types of things. That's just like what I like to do. There was one subscriber who wrote a few questions. Thank you so much. Her name is Makeup by Mandy. But the first one says, are you a makeup artist? I'm not a professional makeup artist. I'm a self-taught makeup artist. I started YouTube 2 years ago. And you know what's crazy? 2 years ago, before I started YouTube, I absolutely hated makeup. Like, my makeup application was mascara, if that. Sometimes I never wore mascara. White pencil. I used to love wearing like white liner at the top and in my waterline. Some things never change. Lip gloss. Lip gloss was a must. I had to have lip gloss and a face powder. And at the time I used to use the Maybelline Fit Me powder, and I still love that powder. But that was like my foundation. It's funny because my sisters and my mom always used like cream or liquid foundation, and when they would put it on, I'm like, what are you guys doing? Like, that's so heavy. Like, stop using that much makeup. I was just like disgusted by it. And it's funny because the way I discovered YouTube and the way I started to get into makeup, and clearly I'm addicted. I mean, this is crazy. I saw everybody wearing sock buns. This is how I discovered YouTube. In school, everybody was wearing sock buns. Their buns would come out so perfect, and I would be like, how do you get that bun? And they're like, oh, you just use a sock. And in my mind, I couldn't even, I'm like, what? Like, how do you use a sock to do it? But nobody would ever explain. Like, they would explain it and it just didn't make any sense. So I'm like thinking like this long sock, maybe you wrap it around or something to create that perfect sock bun. And I ended up Googling, well, YouTubing, how to create a sock bun. And then, you know, it showed me like the whole donut thing. But the first video that I saw was a Carly Bible video on how to create a sock bun. And then, you know, the suggested videos that come up whenever you watch a YouTube video. So I saw more hair tutorials, and that led to her makeup tutorials. And I was literally on YouTube that day for like 6 hours. She was the first person I subscribed to, and she just like opened up this world for me. She was so beautiful and so interesting, and it was just like, you know, it looks so fun to do this, you know, video. And by that time I didn't know that you could get paid for it and things like that. And I was just like, what an amazing career. So I definitely want to pursue YouTube. I'm going to keep doing it, but it's definitely not something that I'm counting on. I do want to go to school, get a degree, stuff like that. So, what camera do you film with? What is your setup, lights, etc.? I actually have a full video on that, because if I answered that question, it would probably take forever. But I do use the Canon T5i to film. I use the Sony a5100 for my pictures. Sometimes I'll switch, but literally I always use my T5i to film because I have a lens for it and it's amazing. I love it. So But backlights, setup, everything like that, I will have that video linked up here for you guys. It's a very affordable, very informative video. I highly recommend you check it out if you're interested in, you know, pursuing YouTube, starting a YouTube channel or whatever. Just watch it because it's awesome. Do I have a boyfriend or kids? I don't have any kids. I do have a boyfriend. I've been with him for 2 years. His name is David. He's actually been in a couple of my videos. I'll link them down below because they're absolutely hilarious. I did the 1, 2, 3 tag with him and the Being Boozled challenge. But yeah, no kids. I just don't want to have kids right now. To be quite honest, he's enough of a kid for me. No, I'm just kidding. But my time is, you know, I don't even have time. Like, I barely have time to film. I literally like squeeze in time, and with school and, you know, reaching my goals and stuff like that, a child would just not be ideal at the moment. And then where am I from? I'm from Connecticut. I mean, I don't know if that answers your question. Maybe the nationality. So I am Puerto Rican and Costa Rican. My mom's Puerto Rican, my dad's Costa Rican, and they mixed it together and had me and 2 other sisters. It's all I have, two sisters, so it's 3 of us. And imagine that. My mom and my dad got divorced when I was like 9 years old. So imagine living in a house with 4 girls. Like, so yeah, my dad actually lives in Costa Rica. We went there last year, me and David and my sisters on vacation to visit him. It's really nice because we don't have to pay for a hotel. But yeah, he lives over there and we live over here. It says, what is the best drugstore foundation in your opinion? This is a tough one. Actually, this one, mine is in the shade Soft Honey, and I actually like literally ran out. I've been like scraping the sides, so I do have to pick up a backup, but this foundation is amazing. It's called the 3-in-1 because it has the lasting power of a primer, coverage of a concealer, and blendability of a foundation in one. And it's shine free, and I stand by that. Literally, this foundation is all that. Literally, it is so amazing. When I wear this foundation, I get a ton of compliments. The way it sets on your skin and just sits there, and it just looks absolutely beautiful. And Kate Jordan actually posted a comment. It says, can you post a video on tips you have to wear liquid lipsticks? I'm not gonna post a video just because that would be literally like a 15-second video, but I'll give you my tips right now. First of all, you have to exfoliate your lips, whether it be with a toothbrush or with a lip scrub. I do have the Lush lip scrub. It's amazing and it's edible, which is kind of gross because after, you know, scrubbing your lips, you don't really want to eat the dead skin, but I'll just lick it and then spit it out. But you can use your toothbrush like in the morning when you brush your teeth or like right before you do your makeup. I had this weird habit of brushing my teeth before I do my makeup. I have to brush my teeth before doing my makeup, so I'll always go in with the toothbrush just to scrub off at the end. And then to wear a balmy lip balm, if that makes any sense. So I wear liquid lipsticks. I don't like to use, this is the Smith's Rosebud Salve, and if you guys have this, you guys know it's amazing. It moisturizes. It's a great, great product. I have 2 of these, but it's very light, very liquidy. It kind of just sits on your skin, but then dissolves quickly. It's an amazing, amazing lip balm. It's one of my favorites, but I prefer using something with a little bit more texture, with a little bit more wax, more, you know, texture. So I'll use like the Honey Trap Lip Balm by Lush. It's just thicker and it just sits better on the skin. Because it's thick, it creates a barrier in between the liquid lipstick and your lips. This girl sent this one to me through Snapchat, but it says, my question for the Q&A, thank you so much, is what are good brands to buy when just getting makeup? When just getting makeup, that's kind of hard to answer just because there's so many good brands out there, but I'll say one high-end and one drugstore one. So for drugstore, I actually really appreciate Maybelline drugstore makeup. It's amazing. One of my favorite foundations as well from the drugstore is the Maybelline Better Skin. I do have this one. It's this one, and I think I've talked about it before on my channel. It's a really, really great foundation, and I love their concealers. I literally own every single concealer. The Dream Lumi, the Age Rewind, Fit Me, Better Skin. I just bought it, 24 Hour. Literally, I have every Maybelline concealer, including the lipstick one that nobody ever uses. As far as high-end, you guys know that I love Sephora, but MAC has amazing makeup. I am a true MAC fanatic. I can't pick like MAC over Sephora, but if I could just like talk about one brand, I would definitely have to say MAC. They have amazing highlighters, foundation, concealer. I could literally do a full face of MAC makeup with products that I love, including setting powder, lip liner, blush, contour, everything. They just have everything there. My full name, you guys are probably wondering why my YouTube name is Kim Creations P. My full name is Kimberly Porras, and I do not have a middle name. How tall am I? I'm 5'4", pretty standard. Not too tall, not too short. Can you cook? Yes, I can cook. I hate to cook, but I can cook. You know, the thing is that I'm weird. I get grossed out by like raw chicken and like stuff like that. So if I start cooking it, by the time it's done, I don't even want to eat it. It's really weird, but ugh. My favorite perfume, is that even a question? Acqua di Gio by Giorgio Armani, obviously. I have the big size bottle of backup because I need it. And I actually also recently purchased this one, which is limited edition, I think. Acqua di Gio, a Jasmine edition, and oh, they all smell good. Obviously the classic is my favorite, but this one smells amazing. Oh, it kind of smells like Acqua di Gioia and DKNY, the green apple perfume, like mixed together. Oh, amazing. But this perfume is awesome, you guys. If you haven't tried it, you have to. It's very clean and crisp, lasts all day. Like if you put this in your hair, it'll be in your hair until the day that you wash it. It is such amazing perfume. A little pricey, but check Target.com, they're really cheap there. Computer or television? I'm definitely on my computer more because I love to watch YouTube, but I love, like on a day off, just relaxing and watching TV. Like if they have like a Jersey Shore rerun, I know Jersey Shore, so come on, like that show is hilarious. Or like SpongeBob SquarePants, like, you know, marathon, I'm watching that. What's your favorite YouTuber? My favorite YouTuber, as you guys probably already know, is Desi Perkins. She is amazing. I absolutely love her. She is definitely my like absolute favorite. I really narrowed it down. Desi just has an amazing personality. Her makeup looks absolutely flawless. Her tips actually work, and I really like how she goes in depth and shows you exactly what to do. A lot of the techniques that I've learned have been because of her. And anytime she tries out a new product, I'm like, I have to try this product. And to this day, she has not disappointed me. I just love Desi Perkins. She is amazing. Another person that I really, really like, and she's very, very underrated, is Sharon, the makeup artist. Her name is Sharon Farrell. She is just brilliant. This woman she does really natural, very skin-like looking makeup, but it's nice to be subscribed to two different types because, I mean, nobody does this full face like every single day. At least I can't with school and work. But she really goes in depth about products, and she knows what she's talking about. She worked at MAC. She's a makeup artist. She is like, I love people who have YouTube channels that go in depth about products and about techniques, brushes, why you do this, why you do that, undertones. You know, she teaches you a lot about how to do makeup on other people. And that's always good because you want, you know, a lot of the time, like me, when I look at YouTube videos, it's so that I can better myself as a makeup artist, like as a freelance makeup artist, doing makeup on other people. And I've learned so much from her as far as like skin types, undertones, what colors look good on what people, what looks good with what color makeup. She's amazing and she's really underrated. Do I speak any other language? I do speak Spanish, not like 110% fluently, but I could have a conversation with you and I could read it and write it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's just like certain words. Like I used to work at a bank and it took me a while to figure out how to say like account or like checking or like savings. I have two more questions that I wanted to talk about. So favorite food, tacos. I love tacos. I love anything Mexican food. It must be because I'm Costa Rican, but I love tacos and nachos and things like that. One weird obsession. All right, so besides makeup, which is not too weird. I know this is gonna sound weird to you guys, but I'm like getting anxiety just thinking about it. I love large bodies of water, and I know that sounds weird. Wait. When I go over like a bridge and, you know, I look at the water, I seriously like get this adrenaline rush. I don't know why. If I look pictures of like Niagara Falls, I just get this like anxiety, this like adrenaline rush. I just want to experience it. And you think about it, now let's not be weird here, just think about it, like that is a completely different world. Like literally, underwater is a completely different world. It's part of our world, but it's just different. I mean, it's huge down there, enormous. I mean, think about all the water that's on this planet, and just to think that there's just like another world down there, it's just like, it blows me away. Even when I go to aquariums and things like that, I just like wonder, you know what I mean? And one of my ultimate dreams is to go to Antarctica. I was looking at pictures the other day and it's just immense how you can like go on a boat through this huge body of ice water and these glaciers and just the view. It just looks like a time that, you know, instead of your basic like, I'm going to Miami to go tanning and to go clubbing, like do something that's different and experience a different world. And I just think that going to Antarctica really will fulfill that dream of mine.